Oh, see your eyes? You got 2 white dots on your eyes.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
I'm trying to avoid sitting like this. I don't know what to do, man. Nah, it doesn't look right. I have to.
You know those aren't actually seeing glasses.
But it helps with the light and makes me look good. I look so good with glasses on, I'm telling you.
For the record, those aren't actually glasses, right? They're for the computer.
Yeah.
You don't, does it zoom in or anything? It just makes me a little more tan.
Everything's a little bit foggier right now. When I look at a computer, like, because I'm going to be looking at that. That's why.
Try.
Watch.
Listen, maybe I need a pair of these.
Oh, these things are HD, man.
He's wearing them because girls are hitting on him left and right. Oh, you got to clean them, man.
They get dirty really quick. It's really annoying.
The plight of the glasses person.
You look so much smarter. I mean, that's...
Really?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, you do. I'm telling you.
Man, maybe we'd have more subscribers.
Yeah. Ready? I go from a 4 to an 8 just like that.
Oh, God. Welcome to Outside the Virus. We normally try to talk about things that are outside the major headlines of the day, but that are still going on with your money and your sexiness.
That's right. It's a new segment.
All right. Well, you're feeling confident. I'll let you get started.
Well, we'll just do. Let's just start with this day in history. Not as good as the one the other day.
This day in history. What do you got?
This day in 1989, CNBC made their first broadcast.
They did?
Yep. 1989.
Man.
Maybe it was 88. 88 or 89.
They haven't said a word about it today.
No birthday, no nothing, huh?
Nope.
Wow. Well, yep. 1988 or 89. That was their first broadcast. CNBC.
Today's April 17th.
17th.
Oh.
Yep. Yep.
Congratulations, CNBC. If you need someone to come on your show and talk about stuff. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
What else you got?
No, that's
all you got.
Well, no. That's it for this day in history. So.
Oh boy, where should I start?
You got a lot, huh? That's a shame because I don't have a whole lot.
No, I'm trying to pick like a stock to start with. Which stock should I start with? I'm thinking
Gilead. No, that's news. That's virus.
We'll start with Disney, maybe.
Oh wow! I wouldn't expect anything else out of you.
Hey, I'll make a deal with
1989.
you. Any day where Disney is up over 2% when we do this show, I'll share a stat. If it's not up 2%, or like a funny behind the scenes thing, if it's not up 2%, skip it.
I hate that I have to root against it, but all right.
No. You ready?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, check it out. This was not necessarily Disney related. You go to the Disney Boardwalk here in Orlando, and you've been to the Disney Boardwalk, right? That's not the park, that's the boardwalk.
It's like City Walk? Oh, wait, Disney Springs.
No, Boardwalk. Completely separate. Most people don't actually know about this area.
Oh, okay. Then no, I haven't been. If most people don't know about it.
They got a sports restaurant sort of thing, very much similar to City Walk. But on the Disney Boardwalk, there's a very tiny, in sort of indescript little bar. It's called the Abracadabra Bar. Can you guess what it's based on?
I'm gonna go with magic.
Poof. Yeah,
wow.
It's based on magic. Now, here's the cool thing. There are thousands of little secret things going on in this bar. When you walk into the bar, it's as if what you're walking into is the magician's secret backstage speakeasy. It's quiet, right? And you weren't supposed to know it was there. So when you walk in, it's the backstage of a bar. You actually can see forward stage through 2 doors, but it just goes to the kitchen. But it says to the stage. So when you go in there, there's all these different paintings on the wall and everything. There's artifacts from actual movies and Disney plays and stuff. And what happens, the whole story of this bar is, this is where the magicians would go after the show to try to impress each other and do tricks for each other. And for some reason, on the 13th minute of the 13th day, they vanished. And this bar was discovered by Disney later in the future. And so, you're actually gonna have to show this because I brought the pictures.
Oh, okay.
On the 13th minute of every hour, the pictures on the walls have the magicians with their elephants or with their stage equipment. And on the 13th minute of every hour, only the magicians disappear from these pictures.
Wow.
I'm right?
Wow.
And one other thing, while you're there, go to the stage entrance, which is on both sides. You can't go in because it's technically the kitchen, but you stand right under the kitchen door, which is what would be the stage entrance. You stand right under there, and if you'd stand there long enough without getting hit by somebody coming out, you can actually hear the audience applauding every now and then to a magic trick.
Wow.
I mean,
That's pretty creepy.
so you're gonna share the pictures of
Yeah.
the before picture and after on the 13th minute of the hour.
I was trying to figure out how that was gonna work. I was thinking maybe the waiter like brings your food and then it's gone, and then you're like, hey, give me my food back or
The
something.
drinks
like that.
have tricks to them too. Like you drink it, and as you start drinking it, the drink turns from a pink to a clear or things like that. There's all kinds of great stuff. I could go on for hours, but Disney is up 3% today, so I got the chance to share that with you, and that's a new rule. How about that?
Okay, I like that rule. Institute a new rule into this. All right, so for my next one, oh, by the way, we had another gift. It's back in the office. Well, we'll start it on Monday. Monday, I'll show. We got another one, and
I'm kind of digging that.
it's cool. It's cool, right?
Don't send us. Look, if you want, like, have something you want to share, of course that's fine. But we can't actually accept a gift over $100 legally. So if for some reason somebody loves you and they want to send you a real nice pair of glasses,
These
it
are
cannot
real
be
nice.
anything over $100, or we have to send it back.
No, okay, well,
Yeah, just so. But don't send it. I'm not saying, like, I'm just laying the ground rules.
okay. Well, I don't know how much this is worth, but anyway, so we'll do that Monday.
Is it for me?
I think it's for both of us.
Oh, he says that. He says that.
It's probably
Was
for
your
me.
name on the thing?
No, my name was not on the thing.
All right.
And then my next thing for Outside the Virus, it was on CNBC, so I'm allowed to talk about it. The PGA Tour is coming back June 8th. That excites me. Actually, just mostly having sports excites me. I thought baseball would be the first one back, but golf is the first one back. Makes sense.
On my birthday.
June 8th on the dot.
Where is it at? Is it in Florida somewhere?
No, I don't know. It's Colonial. Texas. This one's in
Oh,
Texas.
I was gonna say we could go and maybe, but if it's not Florida.
We got that, and then August 3rd, PGA Championship. So just a couple months away. I mean, we're getting our golf back. We're getting sports back. That's exciting.
You know what I need back?
Drum corps.
A barber.
Oh my gosh, I agree.
I need a barber.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, we'll get that back there. All right.
we should be close. We should be close, right? I'll look it up. You go ahead. And
MLS or Major League Soccer too, right?
got a lot of people
June
watch
8th.
that. Yeah.
Everybody's hopping on the June 8th bandwagon today for sports, so we'll see what happens elsewhere there. Okay,
Makes sense.
my stuff, I'm going to get a little geeky with you guys today. On Wednesday, which was Wednesday, we did a video on how to be a stock picker in a stock picker's market, and everybody kind of was asking, how did you pick transports and why did you pick Martin Transport in particular? Did you happen to notice Martin Transport today reported earnings and they beat on earnings? How is it that a transport company, through all this mess and downturn and everything, how did they beat on earnings when all the other ones are doing really poorly? So actually they beat by a penny, I believe, on that one. The stock's only 7% away from highs. That was the example in the FinTips video, was how to pick a stock like Martin Transport and the reason why that stock would do better than some of the other ones. If you're interested in looking at their earnings report, in particular, the segment of their business, their dedicated transport division, was the best. That supported the rest of the other two segments of their business. And why was that? You didn't watch the video. It was because Martin Transport, like a transport is like trucking companies, railroad companies, you know what they do. But Martin Transport, their specialty, their customer base is in food and drinks. Whereas other transporters are transporting lumber or steel or cattle or whatever, boxes, whatever it may be. These guys, when the economy slowed down, what trucks are still out there traveling? The ones going to Publix and Walmart and stuff, which is what these guys do. So I did that video in particular, knowing that their earnings were coming up here, but I did it in particular to show how you got to be a stock picker in this market and look for companies like that. You got to do a little bit of research there. The stock is up nicely today.
Hey, good job.
Right?
That would have been tough.
I may have one more coming too. I'm just saying.
You may have one more?
It was a good, people seem to like the video. Check it out. If you like it, leave us a comment. But people seem to like the idea of drilling down into a stock market from the index to the sector to a stock and going, poof, that's my stock.
Oh, you're saying you might do another video.
I might have one more.
You definitely have one more. People are excited for
Now
you.
I've got
That's
one.
cool.
Well, I did it for our customers last night in the closing, or in our wine and wealth class. Yeah, but I might do something like public just to, without making a recommendation, to show like this is what you might want to look at,
I like it.
Make your own decisions.
Nice.
What else you got?
I got nothing.
Oh,
I don't think. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I feel like I had it, and I just can't remember what it is. I thought I had one more. I thought I had three things, but I was wrong.
yeah, that's Friday. Well, we'll.
Stock Madness tomorrow.
Oh yeah, Stock Madness. There, we've. This is the end of round 2.
Yep.
Do you
Getting
know
into
where
the
you
final
stand?
4. Do I know where I stand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got to watch the video to find out.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not excited. That was good. That was good. All right, I'll do my last one here. This is geeky for you. Ready? Did I say I was going to be geeky today?
Yeah, I think you did.
Maybe that's
4 or
our
5
thing.
times.
Like, even though I don't wear the glasses, I could still be kind of geeky about it.
But I don't look like a geek.
No, that's right. Clark Kent, right? With the curl.
Oh, I keep fixing it.
Anyways, okay, let's be a little geeky here. You're going to see on the screen, what we're going to show is, don't show it yet. It's earnings season, and
You so tell me when.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna clap.
Okay.
So it's earnings season, and some stocks respond more volatilely than other stocks on the day of earnings. And the question is, how do you tell what stock is going to be potentially more volatile on earnings day and which ones won't be? So what I did is I put together a small list of stocks that won't be as volatile when they report their earnings. And how do we come to that result? Well, so if you think about it, you might own some of these stocks. What is it? Like a mutual fund may own some of this. Fidelity may own some of these stocks. Well, these are stocks that we're going to show on the screen that are largely held by institutions or have a bulk of their positions held by or shares owned by institutions. Well, the mutual funds, target date funds, things like that, they're not going to buy or sell based on 1 quarter's worth of earnings. So when the stock does whatever it does on earnings day, they're likely not going to make a big decision. And so because of that, you have a smaller audience pool that's going to be panicking and buying and selling the stock. So on the screen, you see a list of stocks there that are sorted and show the institutional ownership that we have in there. What I also did is I included the average earnings day percentage move, so you can see that the actual performance of it during earnings day, and you can compare that to other stocks to see how they have very small moves on earnings, meaning you won't wake up like Gilead Sciences today and found that the stock gap's up 16%. It's going to be 0.5%, maybe 1% at the most, and you can look at those stocks to see. Those are a list, and despite Amazon being on there, those are the actual stats for Amazon. Very small average gap around earnings. It doesn't mean this earnings is going to be that way. It just means on average, you have that. The reason you have that is because large institutions own that. What I also did is I put at the bottom of there the average earnings gap if you were to build a portfolio out of those or something. And then below that, it says average gap or average earnings results, all others. That is the S&P 500 average stocks gap on earnings day, the average move on earnings day, minus the stocks that you see listed above if they're in the S&P 500. So what we're just trying to do is show you have stocks that will be more volatile in earnings, but there you see is a list of stocks that will not be as volatile on earnings, and that's why.
It's very helpful.
It's cool. It's better when you can see what's going on there.
Oh, it's very, it was there. I saw
you saw it? Okay.
Yeah, I saw it.
Perfect. So let me know what you think about that type of stuff. I'm trying to really offer this as more of a relaxed get-together, but where we're sharing stuff that continues to build credibility. Because at some point, I'm going to say something that is maybe you guys wouldn't expect that I would say, or it may be shocking. And so I would like to build my credibility as much as possible before I mess up and say something I shouldn't.
Are you do you have that plan? Do you know what you're going to say?
No, I feel like every other word is potentially the end of this business. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Just, you never know. Look at what Dr. Oz said. Did you see what Dr. Oz said?
No.
Oh my God, Dr. Oz is done.
Really?
He's done. He was on whatever news channel, and he was reporting the stats saying that a lot of people are predicting that if we send kids back to school, we're going to have about a 2 to 3% mortality rate of the kids, not the United States. He's like, that's what they're predicting is 2 to 3% mortality rate, and that was the stat. Then he took it upon himself to say, for some people, that might be a trade-off to get kids back into school.
Oh, no.
He said that. I am not kidding.
Wow.
You look it up and see the exact play out for him. I had to watch it because I thought, nah, he didn't say that. He might have been reported as saying that somebody else said that, and old Twitter took over thinking he said that.
Yeah.
I watched the actual clip. Brother said that.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
You got New York hospital and doctors, they're all trying to get him banned from hospitals now. Twitter's obviously killed him.
Cancel culture is very much alive.
But you know what I mean? He's not, I'm not saying he's a bad person. He probably didn't mean to say that. He maybe got a little nervous. I don't know. But at some point, I'm very likely to say something like that. Not like that, but, accidentally.
Well, on a side note, you saw the race car driver who they do the iRacing thing where they sit in their little fake video game, but they're all racing together.
Yep.
And he said a racial slur, and now he's actually suspended from real racing because of what he said in fake racing. That's tough.
You know what I mean? And he might not be racist. It could just be street talk. He was having a good time with his friends. Not that I'm going to say that, but
Yeah.
I just have a feeling at some point I'm going to quote somebody or say something that's not accurate, and maybe I lose a little credibility. So day by day, if I can provide the goods until
Nice.
that moment
Smart.
happens, I build you up. You guys think this guy's somebody, and then at some point, wham.
The more credibility, the more leeway you have. I like it.
Maybe,
Good job.
maybe. Yeah.
Good job.
So let me know, is this kind of geeky stuff good for you? And should Cody step it up next time? And I forgot to introduce you again today. We're going to start that on Monday.
I wasn't prepared, I'll be honest. That's okay.
There's a lot going on there.